Good morning, Detroit. My name is Jackie Taylor, and I am President and CEO of We Buy Homes Incorporated. We Buy Homes Incorporated started a program 2 years ago with three things in mind. The first was to purchase homes in Detroit, fix them up, and put black men as head of household. The second part is have the men train with my company, utilizing my equipment to train to fix up the homes on the inside and train to fix up the homes on the outside. And so the purpose was to train them and get them prepared to start their own business in the field that they choose. And the third part is the Resource Center. And so I'm going to talk more about the Resource Center because I have a video for the businesses, and you can go to YouTube and pull up Start Your Own Business and Hire Your Own Jackie Taylor or Jacqueline Taylor, 2 pages. And you can look through the equipment, you can look through the videos to see what it is we have. And then next week, we will play the video on WHPR. And so I really want to talk about the Resource Center. The Resource Center is located in the area known as Joy Road, Dexter, and Grand River, the triangle known as Joy Road, Dexter, and Grand River. And what I wanted to do was get the Resource Center and set it up for the community. The first part going into the Resource Center would be the reading room. And that would be my reading program and my math program and, of course, my science program, but it would be taught by men. The tutoring and the class sessions would be taught by men. They would just be my honor roll study programs. And so the next room you would go to would be the Community Preventative Clinic. And that would be run by Rosemary Garth, RN, BSN, President and CEO of Ring Greater Staff Nursing Agency. And she would run the initial community health fair, and then her staff would do the maintenance of your health, safety, and wellness. And so the next area that you would go into would be the computer room. And that room would have 5 computers, and 3 would be for use of study, young people doing their papers, thesis, and so forth. The next computer would be for the starting a business. So if they wanted to start a pressure washing business, we would set them up with their name, with the state, and we would take them through the process to get them legally established as a business. And then we would help them with their flyers and cards, and we would help them keep their business going. And so the last computer would be the 3D computer. And with the 3D computer, the children wear the 3D glasses, and they are able to almost be inside of the computer when they're doing the different things. That was a wonderful experience that I had, and I thought all children should have that experience with the 3D glasses and computer. And so the largest computer would be for the 3D computer. And so that's the computer section. Then we have the business section, and that is to help you with whatever business that you choose, whether it's one that we help establish or whether it's one that you already have. And we can help establish that. The next room would be the kitchen. And in the kitchen, that would be run by someone there. And one of the things that we would have in the kitchen is the barter system. And so if at the end of the month you ran out of rice and you wanted to have rice and you had some macaroni and cheese in the cabinet, you send your kids over to the barter kitchen and give them the macaroni and cheese, and they give you the rice. And that saves you a few dollars from having to run to the store and spend your last $5. And that is the kitchen. The next room you would go to would be solar energy. And that room would be engineers, men or women, as you all see it, um, men running the solar, teaching about the solar system, how we would have solar panels on each of the homes, and hopefully go from purchasing the solar and placing it on the homes to making the solar and placing it on the home. So that would be that thing. Now for the enjoyment part. The enjoyment part. In the basement, we would have a community theater. And so Monday through Thursday, you could take a 2 hour slot and you and your family can sit and watch a movie and enjoy yourself. There would be popcorn, candy, and pop. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that would be community theater where as many people as would be able to fit in the theater at that time would be able to watch it as a whole community. Um, and so that's for the community theater. The next room is the exercise room, and where the men could exercise and the women could exercise, and you all could sort of pick out the equipment that you wanted, but I just got the basic package so you could add anything that you guys wanted to do for the exercise room. Um, from there, we have the car, bar, so to speak, with the card table and, after five kind of thing for adults to have a really nice time away from the children. And so that would be in the basement. Now, outside, outside of each of the homes has large lots next to them that you could get. I think it's $1 or $100. I'm gonna have to see. But if you purchase the home, you can purchase the lot for a small amount of money. And of course, we would do that. And the lot is really huge. It is really huge. And we can fit just my vision, the vision that I have, would be in the back. We could have a DJ booth with a platform to dance or perform, sing, things like that. Let our children learn different songs, and I love singing. I probably know every song, and so we could teach the kids the songs, or they can do dance groups or something like that. And then on the side, it would be like two tables, one for card table and one for eating. And up against the wall, we could have a barbecue grill for the men. Um, for the men, the barbecue grill set up for them to cook and all that. And the garage in the back would be a man cave. And so that would be designed to how men wanted it, a flat screen TV up against the wall with some kind of sports memorabilia around that. But that would be some place for the men to go to relax and not um, have to worry about anything of the day. And then for the children, we could put a swing set with a slide, or we could put a bounce house out there for the kids to enjoy themselves. And so that's kind of the resource center, okay? And so, why am I here? Okay. And so, I wanted to get together all of these men to do this program, this vision that I have. And so, I couldn't find any men. And so, I called up Son of Man and told him what I had did and what was going on. And he said, call Brother David. He's doing what you're doing. And so I said, okay. And so I called Brother David, and his company is Man Over Matter. And you can go to his Facebook page, Man Over Matter, or you can go to his Instagram page, Man Over Matter, and you can see what it is that he does. And I will let him come at some point to tell you what he does. But he has the men. He has the men. And so our program would benefit by joining together. I have the equipment, and he has the men, and Detroit has the houses. And so that was a perfect match for us. And at first, when I started, I was going to do internships with the men because I wouldn't be able to pay them until after we fixed up the house and I got the money off of it. So I was going to do something like that. And then once we added more men, then that was no longer feasible. And so I I was stuck, didn't know what to do. I laid down, and when I woke up, I went on my Facebook page and I had all of these messages in my box, and they were from people from other states. And the young lady said, I can't be there to help you with your program, but I would like to donate to help you with the helping black men. And so I was saying, oh, okay. That's wonderful. And so then I read the next message, and it was somebody from Alabama, and she said the same thing. And so I was like, that's it. That's it. The ladies can help me help our men. And so I called up the bank and said, is there any way for them to help us like that? And they said, yes, they can send a donation to your office. And if we see that people are actually helping you, we would set up a donation button on your webpage. And so I am here today to ask for your help for me to complete my 3-part vision. And the most important part is the resource center and helping these young men. And so that if you want to sponsor my vision, if you want to just sponsor one area like the STEM program, reading, math, and science, if you want to just sponsor that, you can choose. But each person who sends a donation / sponsorship, I am not a non-for-profit, so you don't get a write-off, but you do have the benefit of the resource center. You and your children have the benefit of the resource center, and you will be able to move into if you are a man and you have children, you would be able to move into our properties. That's the first criteria, is a man with children, and we will help you become the best father that you could possibly be. And so if you want to sponsor, we would have a sponsorship wall inside of the resource center, and the larger the donation, we would have a stripe going across the eye level of the sponsorship wall. And so the bigger donations would go at the eye level. And once the young people complete the program, and for the ones who are doing contracting, I would help them take their state boards to get their carpenter's license or their builder's license. I would help them do that because I already took the Michigan builder's class. And so I would help them pass that. And then for the young men for the outside doing the landscaping, and I did forget, they would be landscaping the area, the triangle area known as Dexter, Joy Road, and Grand River. That would be the first project for the men who are doing landscaping, that triangle. And if you all want us to come to your area once we complete that, then you have to obviously donate / sponsor, and you have to come out and help while we're doing that triangle known as Joy Road, Dexter, and Grand River. Okay. And so the sponsorship. And so the higher the dollar rate, it would be in the stripe on the sponsorship wall. And once the young men graduate and get their license, then we would do a video inside of the sponsorship room, and then they could thank the sponsors that helped them get to the point where now they are licensed contractors and they can have their own business, or they can come back and help us to train the next batch of men to go through the program. And so they all have that option to stay or start their own business, but they still would live within the community. The last thing is the single mothers. We do have an area for that, and it's a wonderful building. It's perfect for what it is that I'm looking for, and the garage behind it is a perfect spot for security. Now, as you guys know, my son is a Marine and he is a supervisor with the security people that you all know. So I don't know if they want me to say it, so I won't. But you all at WHPR know who the security people are that is here, and that is with my son is with them. And of course, then that garage would be turned into a security station where they would have a vehicle with the light on the top of it, and that's where they would be situated. And that place is perfect because you can see anybody coming in the community or leaving the community. And so that's for the single mothers. We definitely did not want to leave them out. Right. So we have a place for that. And so it really all comes down to um, do you guys want something different? And if you want something different, are you willing to help me give you something different? I have spent a lot of money on this equipment over the last 2 years to make sure that we had everything that we needed to fix the inside of a home and everything that we needed to fix the outside of a home and landscape an entire area. And so that's where I am right now. We have everything we need. We have the men, um, man over matter. And so now it's me coming to you all asking, is this something that you want to do? And so if you want to sponsor my vision or any of the young men in the program or anything that you have heard from me today, you can write that on your check, the specific, or you can just write sponsorship, and that means you want to sponsor my vision. But you can always be specific if that's something that you want to do. And so if you want to do that, you would send a check or money order to We Buy Homes Incorporated, WEBUYHOMEZZ. And the two Z's at the end are, if you come with us, you will sleep much better at night. And so WEBUYHOMEZZ Incorporated, INC Incorporated. That is a very important word. And if we get the resource center and the business room, I will teach you all about how important that word incorporate is. Very important in America. We'll discuss that. So again, We Buy Homes, WEBUYHOMEZZ INC, 31235 Harper Avenue, Suite 203, St. Clair Shores, Michigan 48082. Again, We Buy Homes, WEBUYHOMEZZ Incorporated, 31235 Harper Avenue, Suite 203, St. Clair Shores, Michigan 48082. If the office calls me next week and say that the people sent the donations, we will start on the resource center immediately. We will tell you where the resource center is so that you can go by and look, and you will see why it's the perfect spot for a resource center. So again, We Buy Homes Incorporated, 31235 Harper Avenue, Suite 203, St. Clair Shores, Michigan 48082. So next Saturday, though, we will have it set up so that you will be able to see the video. But you can go to YouTube, start your own business, and hire your own Jacqueline Taylor or Jackie Taylor. I have 2 pages. You'll see a yellow and black handyman's bag. If you click on that video, you will see all of the equipment that I have purchased over the last 2 years, and you will see the businesses that the men or women can create using the equipment. So if you're interested in landscaping, we have all of the equipment for that. If you're interested in pressure washing, we have the equipment for that. We have the equipment for that. If you wanted to strip floors, we have the floor stripping machine. We have the carpet shampooer if you wanted to do carpet shampoo. We have the steam cleaner if you wanted to clean without chemicals. We have that. We have oh my gosh, it's photography, or if you're interested in photography, the equipment is there for that. If you're interested in resume writing, everything is there for that. So handyman, contractor, painter, residential painter, drywall, concrete. Okay. All right. So go to YouTube and look at the video. And I can't think of everything that's on there, but if you watch the video, you'll see all of the equipment. You'll see the businesses that you can start with the equipment. And so if this is something that you want to do again, I am all ramped up for it, as you can see. I am ready. We have the area, we have the homes, we have the men, we have the equipment, and now we need help sponsoring these men, or I need help sponsoring these men. We need to create better fathers. They need help, and they need our help. And we have always, women, have always been the one who um, helped, stood beside, and pushed our men. And right now, they need our help. They need our help to stand beside them, push them, and help them. And so I have given everything that I have to my vision. And now we're at the finish line. And I need you guys to help me cross that finish line and put black men back as head of household and put them into business for themselves. Because if they start their own business, they can hire their own. And so I only have a few more minutes left. And so we're going to do We Buy Homes, WEBUYHOMEZZ Incorporated, 31235 Harper Avenue, Suite 203, St. Clair Shores, Michigan, 48082. The community theater, if this happens, the community theater, once the building is fixed up, once we have everything in there, the first thing that will open is the community theater. So if you do nothing but donate the money that you would have paid to go to the theater to see a movie, and we all know how much that is, you can do that. And as soon as the building is up and running, you can come see that movie. And so that's my offer. For the children, we will have, oh, I forgot that. We will have ice cream, soft serve ice cream machine. We will have cotton candy machine and something else that I can't think of right now. And so we really could have a really good time. We could really have a good time if you all help me complete my vision. 3 parts: finding a home, fixing it up, putting men as head of household. We've already done that. We need you all to help us with these men. And so once more, before I have to leave, We Buy Homes, WEBUYHOMEZZ Incorporated, and I'll tell you why that's important later. 31235 Harper Avenue, Suite 203, St. Clair Shores, Michigan, 48082. So I still have 2 more minutes, right? But I'm just going to say good stuff. I'm just going to say good stuff. Okay, I know I'm missing something. I can't tell you right now what it is, but so I'll do this again. We Buy Homes, WEBUYHOMEZZ Incorporated, 31235 Harper Avenue, Suite 203, St. Clair Shores, Michigan, 48082. As soon as the office call and say there are people that want to help you, we will begin fixing on the resource center that's in that area, Dexter, Joy Road, and Grand River. We will begin fixing on that. We will tell you where it is. And the next two properties that we already are looking at, we will take you there on Euclid. We will take you to see the two properties on Euclid, and you will see that they have large lots next to each. And we could do so much for the kids in one lot, and we could do so much for the men and women in the other lot. And so that's all my time. I will be back again next week. Hopefully, we'll have a guest, Rosemary Garth. We'll see. But she will be running the health fair, and she will maintain your health and wellness as we continue forward. So, this is how we move forward in 2018. Thanks, and see you next week.